Okay, there are 5 countries in Africa with the lowest income tax rates, but this came out in Vanguard. But the other things you're going to have to look at, you want to look at the visa-free travel. You also want to look at, do they allow dual citizenship? Because there's no point in going to a place if you can't get the passport there, because that can change your ability to maybe work in certain fields in that country. And a lot of times people go to a country and then they change what they're doing, and you need to know that you can get the passport there. It's crazy to get a fast track program in citizenship and pay a lot of money, and then go to a country that you reside in and then not participate in getting that passport. That's just foolish. I see people do this all the time. And so you want to pick countries that have good tax laws. They allow dual citizenship, and they have good visa-free travel. You want to look at that. Now, 2 of these countries in here have really good visa-free travel, and I'm going to give you my best pick on this. Also, folks, if you can do us a big favor, we don't monetize this channel. It can help us a lot. If you like our video, give us a thumbs up. And also, if you want to get more videos automatically, just hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen right here. You'll get them automatically as they come out. And pass these videos around to your friends. This can help us out tremendously. If you want to get your income taxes to 0, how to get a passport as quick as 4 to 8 months, we can help you on that. We deal with all these countries here that I'm going to be mentioning to you. Okay, now the first one is Libya. It's got a 10% rate. Now, folks, when you look at the rate, this has the lowest rate, but you can't just look at the lowest rate. You got to look at the other factors I mentioned, and also you want to pick a territorial tax system. Libya has the lowest tax rate, but not the lowest as far as worldwide, okay, because there's some countries in this list that don't tax income outside the country at all, or they only tax it if you remit it in, okay? So now Libya does tax worldwide income, whether you bring it in or you don't bring it in. It doesn't make any difference. Now it's low, 10%, but I like countries that have a territorial tax system or either a pure tax haven status, or at least have a remittance type basis, which is like a non-dom type system, okay? Now, Libya boasts the lowest income tax rate in Africa, like I said, 10%. Despite its ongoing economic and political challenges, the country's minimum tax burden aims to stimulate economic activity, particularly in its vital oil and gas sector, which forms the backbone of the economy. The second one is Mauritius at 15%. Now, let me just tell you something about Mauritius. Mauritius has one of the 2 on here that I'm going to be talking to you about that has visa-free travel to the Schengen countries in Europe. Okay, because a lot of African passports have very bad visa-free travel, okay? Not Mauritius. It has good visa-free travel, and again, you can travel throughout Europe, the Schengen area countries, visa-free, okay? Now, Mauritius is the leading financial hub. It maintains an income tax rate, again, of 15%. Its investor-friendly policies and vibrant tourism industry make it an attractive destination for international business and expatriates, contributing to its stable and growing economy. Now, Seychelles is the next one. This is actually my best, and let me tell you why. Seychelles not only has good visa-free travel, actually even better than Mauritius, but it has visa-free to the Schengen countries, just like Mauritius does. It's got a low tax rate, 15%, but Mauritius is 15% and Seychelles is 15%, is on local income. Okay, so if you make income outside the country with Mauritius, they don't tax you on that money unless you remit it. With Seychelles, it doesn't make any difference whether you remit it or not if it's made outside the country. If you make it inside the country, on both of these countries, you're going to pay 15%, okay? But the thing I like about these countries is the visa-free travel is really, really good. And you can get the passport in a fairly reasonable time. It's let me just tell you how it works. Neither one of these is going to be predictable. Okay, totally predictable. Mauritius says that you can invest $500,000 in 2 years. You can apply for the passport, but you're not going to get the passport in 2 years. Okay, and also Mauritius, that you need to understand is Mauritius has a system that I have people calling me all the time when I tell them this, but you can read the Nationality Act. It's clear, okay? If you get citizenship there and you get it of origin, or you marry a national that is there from origin, okay, then they will allow dual citizenship. But if you're going there to naturalize and you're not married at national, okay, they do not allow dual citizenship. It's clear. It's in the Nationality Act, okay? Seychelles is different. Seychelles, they allow dual citizenship as long as it's recorded with the government, okay? And if you won't record it with the government, and if you don't like that, then I'm just telling you what the Nationality Act says is they allow it as long as you record it, okay? Now, Seychelles is 15% on their tax. With this 15% tax rate, Seychelles offers an appealing fiscal environment, particularly for those of the tourism and fisheries industry. As a small island nation, its economic strategy emphasizes sustainability while encouraging foreign investment. Now, again, what I like about this country is pure territorial tax system. It allows dual citizenship. It's got great visa-free travel. It's got a low 15% rate, which only applies to money made in Seychelles. So if you make money outside the country, you can literally live there totally income tax free. Now, the next one is Sudan at 15%. And I know a lot of you are probably rolling your eyes back. Sure, Sudan is corrupt, but they're trying to change things. That's why a lot of these countries on here, they are smart and they're trying to change their tax laws to lure people in there. Sudan does not have a good passport. You got to get visas everywhere you go. Almost very few countries you can go to visa-free travel, but it does have a 15% tax rate. Some people might like the country better than other countries, so you might want to check that out. I knew a missionary that lived there, and they said they liked it better than any country they ever lived in. They were from, I think it was from South Africa. I think they were from there, or the UK. And they liked it better than any country they'd ever been to. Okay, so everybody's got their own thing. But again, their 15% rate reflects efforts to balance revenue generation with economic development. The government has prioritized agriculture and mining as the key growth sectors with favorable tax policies supporting these industries. Now, Madagascar is another one here, and Madagascar does allow dual citizenship. It's got, if you really want cheap labor, this is if you can find educated people there, it has some of the lowest wages in the world. So, there's a lot of people that spend a lot more on labor than they do on taxes. So you might want to look at this because you might be able to lower your labor costs down 95%. I do a lot of my stuff in Pakistan, Philippines. I've lowered my labor costs, man, down tremendously. We talk about taxes a lot, but I'm going to tell you something. You need to go internationally if you've got a business because you can get your labor costs. And what does that do? More money in your pocket. You can invest for your business or do whatever you want to. Take it and invest in equities. To me, it's crazy not to look at labor costs. Now, again, Madagascar's rate of 20%. It's got, this is their income tax rate. It supports its efforts to grow the economy through the investment in agriculture, in mining, and tourism. The nation's relatively low tax underscores its economic commitment to fostering an attractive business environment. Now, again, the one I would pick on here by far would be Seychelles, but again, to get residency there, you're looking at over $1 million that you have to invest. The second one I would pick would be Mauritius, and you're looking at that one, you're looking at approximately $500,000 if you want to apply for the passport in 2 years, but you won't get it in 2 years, I promise you that. But these are the two I would I would prioritize, especially if all your income is coming from outside the country, because both of these countries, as long as you don't remit it back to Mauritius, Seychelles wouldn't make any difference. But you can live in both of these countries totally income tax free. Folks, again, if you can help us out, a big help is to give us a thumbs up if you like the video. And also hit the subscribe button right on your screen. You get new videos automatically as they come out, and share this video with your friends. And if you want to get your income taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 4 to 8 months, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. And I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.